afternoon and welcome to Fast Horses Today. Today is Sunday. It's September 1st. And we've got racing over at Del Mar, a little earlier start. So it seems like they're losing daylight there. You know, towards the end of their cards, the Pacific Ocean is swallowing up the sun earlier and earlier. So they've got a post time of 3:30 here Central Time, so 1:30 there in the Pacific Time Zone. I'm going to skip over the first couple races, and I'm going to start with the sixth race. Sixth race has an approximate post time about 6 o'clock here Central Time, so 4 o'clock Pacific. It's a mile and a 16th grass race, 25,000 claimers. So these are your bottom rung turf horses there in California that they run. I've got, it's a nice competitive field, but I'm going to put 5 horses in here, trying to catch a price. We got a big favorite coming up soon. So I got the one horse, was Birth of Cool for Craig DeLassy. Now, Craig DeLassy has really trained well this Del Mar meet. He's certainly a capable trainer. I think over the years he's just gotten out of training or just a much lighter schedule, but it seems like he's back, and DeLassy's certainly one to watch. So that's the one horse, Birth of Cool. I've got the 2 horse, was Lil Richard's Bellow for Peter Urton. Now, Peter Urton can make amends today with a couple of live horses. He hasn't had a good meet, but certainly can make amends with some wins towards the end here. Juan Hernandez takes the call. This horse, they dropped him into 25 last time. He ran pretty well. He could certainly fit in this race, in a race that's very wide open. I'm also going to put the 5 horse. 5 is Eyes on Target for Sandino Hernandez, bringing this horse over from Gulfstream. He puts Valdivia on the horse. Now, Valdivia, capable rider, has won a lot of races in his career, but, is winless here at the Del Mar meet, so maybe he gets off the schneid. This horse has been running at, as I mentioned, at Gulfstream, been running in starter allowance races, and, it looks to me like if he duplicates the February 8th race, he would just run right over this field here for 25. So he's 8-1. We'll see if we can get a price there. And I'm going to put the 7 horse. 7 horse is Hurricane Cloud for Richard Baltus. Now, Baltus doesn't move here. He brings this horse, wheels him back after a week. He ran this horse last weekend after a pretty good vacation and a 32,000 waiver claim. The horse wasn't eligible for the claim, so he puts him back a week later for 25. Now, there was a lot of steam on this horse because this horse ended up going off as a favorite last week. I thought he ran a nice race, right? Ran a nice enough race, where he showed that, looks like he's in shape. They're wheeling him back. He's 3-1. Could be dangerous here. I'm also going to put the 12 horse, who is Moody Jim. He comes out of that same race as Hurricane Cloud. And I know I liked Moody Jim last week. This horse has been a horse that has run on the Southern California circuit for several years now. And he's just your old-timer, hard-knocking horse. When he's feeling right, he certainly would run over this field. Last time he did get a good trip. I thought he ran a nice enough race, so I'll put him in here at 15-1. That's the 12-horse Moody Jim. Well, now let's move over to the next race, which is the 7th race. This is the Shared Belief at a mile on the dirt. Now, this is a $125,000 stake for 3-year-olds. We'll make this simple. This is the Muth comeback race for Bob Baffert. He's 3-5. Hernandez on the horse. I'm just going to single Muth for all the reasons that everyone else probably will. He was Baffert's best 3-year-old. He's on, coming back here. The horse has been working out very nicely. Looks ready to beat this field. So we'll go with the 3 Muth. All right, now let's move over to the next race. Next race is the 8th. Now, this is the feature of the day. This is the Del Mar Derby, Grade 2, mile and an 1/8 on the grass for 3-year-old boys. They put together a competitive field here. I'm going to go against the program favorite. I'm going to put the 1 horse, who is a guy named Joe, for Doug O'Neill and Juan Hernandez. As we've seen, O'Neill certainly dangerous in the big races. We saw what he did yesterday in the Pacific Classic on a long shot. This is not a long shot. He's 7-2 in the program. I feel this guy, he ran a nice race in the Oceanside. He got beat by Formidable Man, who's also in this race, who I'm going to go against. I think he could turn the tables on Formidable Man. And I'm also going to put the 4 horse, who is Stay Hot for Peter Urton. Now, he won the La Jolla last time, and this horse, has won 4 out of his last 5. So this is a very nice horse for Peter Urton. Fresu on the horse. He's been riding this horse. Urton's had a tough meet, so it's hard to single a guy like Urton because of the meet he's had, but, has won a couple races. This horse can certainly make amends. So I've got the 1 and the 4 here. All right, now let's move over to the next race, which is the 9th race. 9th race is a 6-furlong dirt race. This is a maiden 50,000 claimer for Calbreds. I've got 2 horses here that I like, and I've also got a win bet. I'm going to put the 1 horse, Bart Simpson, for Richard Baltus. This horse has run special weights twice, ran okay races. Last time they put him in for a mile race, which I thought he ran nicely. Took the lead, ran for a while, then just kind of faded back. Maybe this horse doesn't want to run long. They're shortening him back up, dropping him. That should make this horse a lot faster. He's 9-2 in the program. It's definitely worth including in the pick 5. Then I'm also going to put the 8 horse, who is Artist Point. Now I'm going to make the win bet on the 8 horse as well. He's 9-2 in the program. This is for Jeff Bondi. I liked this horse last time, and I believe I gave him out last time on Fast Horses Today. This horse came out of the 1 hole last time. He ran early in August in a maiden 50,000 race on the dirt at 5.5 furlongs. This horse stumbled out of the gate, which really just kind of cost any chance for him to win that day, because you had to be inside and be right up to on the lead or near the lead to win. He was in behind horses, had a tough trip. On paper, you'll see he got beat by a couple of these in Last Call Paul and Jarama, but I think he turns the tables on him. Aguilar takes the call again. Now, Aguilar rode this horse before. Ayuso rode him last time, so they're putting Aguilar back on him. And I just think that this horse looks live to me today. He gets an outside post where in his previous 3 efforts, he's always broken from the inside. He's come out of the 2 hole, the 1 hole, and the 1 hole. So I think the outside should help this horse. That's the 8 horse Artist Point with win bet there. Let's go to the last race of the day. Last race of the day is the 10th. It caps off the day. It's 1 1/16 on the grass. And it is first level allowance for 3-year-olds only. I've got 3 horses in here for pick 5 purposes, but I do have a win bet here. I'm going to play the 1 horse, who is Tahan Pass for Peter Miller. Now, this horse is a homebred for Williamson Racing out of the mare Foxy Socks. Now, Foxy Socks was a pretty nice runner for Williamson many years ago. Now, they've been breeding this horse, and she hasn't produced a whole lot, but they really must like her. They keep breeding her, and this time they sent her over to Justify, which certainly is not a cheap proposition. So the result is Tahan Pass. Now, he's shown some good races. He's run with much better company, and here's what I like. I like the last race he ran. He ran at Del Mar in a 5 furlong turf race, so they wanted to get this horse acquainted on the turf. I thought he made a nice account of himself in a sprint race, and it should, get him really ready here for the 1 1/16. He gets Rispoli on the horse. It's always a good thing on the Del Mar grass. He's 8-1. That looks like a nice win bet for me. So for pick 5 purposes, I'm also going to put the 10, who is American Glory. Now, American Glory for Leonard Powell, Maldonado on the horse. Maldonado rode this horse the last 2 times, and I think he really figured something out with this horse, because if you watch the film, this horse really has improved with Maldonado on him. He has got a second, and then Maldonado broke the maiden with him last time at Del Mar. So 4-1, certainly worth a play in the pick 5. And then I'm also going to put the 11 horse, who is Mystic Spirit. Mystic Spirit for the Michael McCarthy barn. This is a Calbred running with Open Company. This horse is razor sharp right now. He's won his last 3 races. He's 1 on the dirt, 1 on the turf, and 1 on the dirt again. Now they're bringing him back for turf because he's running in Open Company. He's 3-1. He's the program favorite, so I'll include him, in the pick 5. So that's the 1, 10, and 11. So let's recap here the day over at Del Mar. And we're going to go with the 6th race. Starts the late pick 5. I've got the 1, 2, 5, 7, 12 with the 3. That's Muth. That's the single in the shared belief. With the 1, 4, with the 1 and 8. And then I've got the 8 as a win bet there in the 9th race. And then in the 10th race to cap off the day, I've got the 1, 10, and 11 with a win bet on the 1. Now that pick 5 ticket comes out to be $30. So if that's your speed, feel free to jump in. If you want to add or subtract, you do what makes sense for you, or if you want to play pick 3s within that, or play these races individually. As I always do, I wish you the best of luck. Let's get some good trips, because good trips result in great results at Del Mar. And let's wish the folks over at Del Mar a great, safe day of racing. So as always, I ask you to do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, because it gets you the feed. When content comes up, it's on your feed. And let's have a great day of racing at Del Mar, where the turf meets the surf.